Hi, I want to talk to you about Rift Breaker. Why I'm saying that like I'm trying to sell you something, like I'm in a multi-level marketing scheme, but I just really want to talk to you about this game, Rift Breaker. The demo, the Rift Breaker Prologue is out on Steam. Nailed it. And I got to play it because we all can play it. It's free. So, let's talk about it. What is Rift Breaker? Well, Rift Breaker, there's no way I'm going to be able to figure out how to edit in something right there. So I'm going to keep it, but there's no game there. I'll show you the game in just a sec. I would call it sort of a Diablo, Warcraft, StarCraft style game. It's like a use map settings game inside of StarCraft, but it's done very, very well. It's by Exor Studios. They did, let me pull it up here. They did Zombie Driver. Yeah, they did Zombie Driver and X-Morph Defense, which, by the way, after looking at information about X-Morph Defense, I'm kind of shocked that I didn't play this game. It seems like such a Jake game. It's ridiculous. Did I even say I was Jake? Hi, I'm Jake, your resident content cowboy. Yeehaw. All right, let's get into the game. Like, subscribe, comment. It means the world to me. You have no idea. Every time I get a comment, I could ignore my wife and daughter and just enjoy for a moment being super, super YouTube famous. Rift Breaker. Watching some of this footage here, you could see exactly what I'm talking about. It's kind of got an action-y hack and slash feel with also tower defense, base building, and resource management. I know saying it's StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo, it's just saying it's a bunch of Blizzard games mashed together, but it really does feel like it's from a group of people who really enjoyed some of the use map setting stuff from StarCraft and Warcraft 3 and thought, I could make a dope game like that, considering you're not allowed to make use map settings games anymore unless they make Activision a ton of money. And now they've made this game, and it feels like home? I was gonna say it feels like home. I don't even know exactly what I mean by that. It feels like I'm going home, man. I'm building my bases. I'm hacking and slashing like I'm a crusader in Diablo. And I'm home, baby. Outside of just the use map settings vibe that you get from kind of running around an environment like this, building up towers, you're also going to get a bit of a vibe of StarCraft from the environments and the enemies. It looks like a bunch of lings and hydralisks and ultralisks, and you're running around in a Terran Thor set of armor. You've got a giant flamethrower. I mean, you feel like a Hellbat. So much of this is little bits of StarCraft. I'm not saying it's on this level, but it reminds me of a Stardew Valley, where they're not hiding the fact that this is heavily influenced, if not spiritually a successor to things that you have played before with Harvest Moon, and I think this game is kind of in that same realm. They're not hiding any of this from you. It's not a secret that this is kind of like a StarCraft, Diablo, Warcraft 3 style game. And for me, your resident content cowboy, I really, really like that. This game also takes advantage of interactive streaming, which I haven't gotten to see how it will play out, but that's always something I'm really excited for, and I want to see it implemented in more games in creative ways. They talk about how people who are streaming can decide what's going to happen in the survival map you're playing. They can send more enemies at you. Maybe they can help you get more resources, things like that. That is so interesting to me. I know a lot of you are probably disappointed when you heard interactive streaming. You thought it was going to be like my OnlyFans, where you could tell me what kind of sexy boy you wanted me to be. But, as I've said many, many times, I am done with that. That's not part of my life anymore. I'm a video game guy now. Leave that in the past. The only interactive streaming I care about right now is this game. And games like it. It would be cool, right? Especially, I think, for people who are not large streamers. Look, no question it would be awesome to have 50,000 people in your stream or whatever voting for something. But imagine you had a tight-knit group of people, imagine if you will, and they're all there watching your stream, and there's a fun element to knowing that a bunch of people that you vibe with all the time sent extra units at you in this moment, and you're like, oh, you SOBs. So there you have it, a little bit of a preview of Rift Breaker. Again, the demo for the prologue is out now, and like any good demo for a game like this, it ends with an overwhelming amount of enemies destroying everything that you've built. This game jumped up really high onto my list of games I'm excited for this year. It's coming out on Steam. It says also on console. I mean, I think it's coming out probably way earlier on Steam, which is where I'm playing it now and where I probably will play it. But I would love to play this on my Series X or PS5. There you go. Rift Breaker, Content Cowboy. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and more importantly, do anything I say. I am your leader. I've had too much coffee. I'm insane. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Mwah.